Hey folks, welcome back to Trials and Tribulations.
Good morning. Oh, are you by yourself?
Morning, Pearls.
Mr. Nick, please tell me, what's gonna happen to Mystic Maya?
Yeah, that is, one question we have, isn't it? I'm sorry. We don't know yet. The investigation is still going on, and so I wasn't allowed to go into the inner temple.
Oh, I see. So, is Sister Iris still trying to remove those trick locks in the training hall?
No, she's the defendant in this case, so she can't be at the inner temple. She's required to be here in court.
Then how come she's not here in the defendant's lobby?
I have to admit it's kind of strange. I think I might know who this is. If you were looking for Iris, she's in the prosecutor's lobby. Is that right? Yes. Oh, and I'm so glad he's joining us. I think we'll need the help. Edgeworth. What's Iris doing over there? She's going over today's testimony with the prosecutor as we speak. Today's testimony? You heard me. Iris is going to be testifying as a witness for the prosecution. Oh, that's gonna go well. Yeah, what? The prosecutor's squeezing her for a confession, or so I heard. And the prosecutor's gotta be Godot, huh? Wait, is that her? Franziska von Karma, what are you up to? I know what you're thinking, but Franziska isn't going to be the prosecutor today. What? Then who is? Oh, didn't Godot say he'd be here? Yeah. Who else would it be but Godot? Okay, yeah, I was right. Godot. I mean, yeah, we were hoping it wasn't him, because he fucking sucks, but... Franziska is engaged in some important work at the Sacred Cavern.
The Sacred Cavern? You don't mean that she's...
Exactly. She's been out there all night, trying to remove those trick locks. Oh. That's really sweet of her, to work so hard on that for us, and for Maya. With the head nun's assistance, naturally. We estimate that the last of the locks to be taken care of in about 3 hours. I hope everything continues to go smoothly and we receive some good news soon. Yeah. Thanks, Edgeworth. Prosecutor Godot intends to nail this case shut today. Be prepared to fight like there's no tomorrow. They're really telling you now that it's the last trial. You don't have to tell me that. Touché. I can already see it in your eyes. You're not the same fever-ridden, frantic maniac you were yesterday. It's strange. On the way here, I decided that today would be the end of all of this. Almost immediately after I made that decision, I felt myself getting stronger. Oh, there you go, Phoenix. Interesting. Maybe you've passed your cold on to someone else, literally. And with that, I leave the rest in your capable hands, partner. Oh. I mean, I guess with this being the finale and all, right? Feels like we've come full circle. He really does like us. And respect us. Thanks. I still don't have answers for most of the riddles plaguing this case. The circumstances around the murder of Miss Elise Donham. No, I mean, Miss Misty Fey. The impossible flight Larry claims to have seen. Oh yeah, we haven't touched on that at all. Ah, shit. And what that woman is really after. I will solve them all, and bring this whole tragedy to an end. Well, you heard it here. This is it. Oh god, there's so much we haven't done, but it's too late for all of that. Oh wait, it's our judge. I thought it was gonna be the other guy. Court is now in session for the trial of Iris of Hazakura Temple. Yeah. Your Honor? What are you... Who, me? Well, my little brother came to visit me in my chambers earlier this morning. All of a sudden, in the blink of an eye, he developed a scorching fever and fainted. Therefore, I'll be standing in for him. Well, isn't that fitting? We've definitely come full circle. I see, Your Honor. So they're brothers. That explains a lot. Yeah. I guess I should have seen it coming. The Ace Attorney would pull some shit like that, yeah. My poor brother. He looked a bit pale, not to mention sad that he couldn't be here. Oh, what do you have to say? Something douchey, I guess? It is impossible to predict what the future has in store for any of us. Uh-huh. This is precisely why people feel the need to judge the past. Wow, so deep. And we of the court have been charged with the solemn duty of passing such judgment. Well said, Mr. Godot. I understand exactly what you said. At least up until the end, anyway. Now then, Mr. Godot, please proceed with your opening statement. Humans are fragile, fickle beings. Our hearts change with the shifting of the tides. There's only one thing that remains a constant in this crazy world. The bitter darkness that lies at the bottom of this mug. Well, I was gonna say the constant is change, but sure, I guess that works. God, you suck. So, then you mean, forget it, what do you mean? During yesterday's trial, the accused refused to admit her role in the crime. But today, she's had a change of heart. Sister Iris of Hazakura Temple has a confession to make. I don't believe that. Confession? The defendant... Yeah, what are you going to make her say? Iris. Why didn't she discuss this with me first? Well, she was probably manipulated. I mean, I get that she's not the most innocent person here either, okay? But, I mean, it's Godot. Come on. Very well. This court will now hear the defendant's confession. Oh, this ought to be good. Upon meeting a beautiful lady, always ask for her name and profession. That's one of my rules. Well, it's also a rule for, any defendant, any person on the witness stand, so... Okay.
My name is Iris. I have met a simple nun undergoing training at Hazakura Temple.
Why'd she say it like that?
Witness, is there something that you want to confess to?
Yes, but first I want to apologize to Mr. Wright. I can't continue lying to everyone anymore.
It's alright. What is it?
Mr. Wright, I have to admit that I did play a part in this terrible incident.
Are you actually confessing? Are you saying that you were the one who murdered Miss Elise Donham?
No, I'm not, Your Honor. But I dealt with the cover-up after the murder took place. After her spirit left, I took the lifeless shell of Mystic Elise and carried it to Hazakura Temple courtyard where I desecrated it.
What?
What?
What the hell?
Order the court! Order! Witness! Are you saying that you were an accomplice to the murder?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, what the hell? Why are we just hearing about this now? Yeah, it's gotta be some kind of record, right?
Huh. Everyone on the planet is an accomplice to something.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Sure.
It just happens to be that, in this case, it's to murder.
What? I don't remember you being this insufferable the first time I played this game. I'm just saying. Maybe I've grown up, maybe I've gotten smarter. I don't know.
Isn't that right, Mr. Wright?
So this is the confession they were conferring about. It pains me to say this, but it looks like Iris' testimony was all a lie. There goes that. But also, yeah, we were relying on that. That was our whole basis for her being in two places at once and shit, so now we don't know what the truth is. That... Actually, wait, shit, that might destroy actually a lot of what we already knew. God damn it.
Now then, little lady, if you don't mind, I've got a question for you. Whose crime are you trying to cover up by your actions?
Iris was covering for someone.
I've been at Hazakura Temple ever since I was a little girl. Hazakura Temple is run by one of the branch families of the Korean tradition. One of our missions is to protect the main family.
I'm sorry, but main family?
Yes, that's why I would dirty myself if need be to protect her.
No.
The daughter of the master of the Korean channeling technique. Mystic Maya Fey.
There's no way Maya did this. How the fuck would she get across the bridge then? Are we forgetting this? Come on.
Wake up and smell the coffee, TaT.
Oh, shut up. She's naming Maya? Yeah, I don't believe it either.
Order! Order the court! So not only did you witness the murder, you know the name of the murderer!
I'm terribly sorry, but it's true.
Who's making you do this? Is it Godot or is it Dahlia? Or Morgan?
I saw her commit the crime with my very own eyes. And then I cleaned up the area to try to protect her.
That's ridiculous. Maya can never do such a...
The defense will refrain from commenting until the appropriate time. Now, witness, let's hear your testimony. What exactly happened on the night of the crime?
Yes, Your Honor.
I thought I was prepared for the unexpected, yeah? But I never imagined the case would wind up going in this direction. I mean, I guess you should have known that she was... yeah, involved in some way, but this feels like such bullshit, come on.
I went to the inner temple that night, and I saw it happen in the garden. I saw Mystic Elise strike Mystic Maya with her staff.
I don't believe that. That's her own daughter. What?
While Mystic Maya was still stumbling, Mystic Elise moved in to deliver a fatal strike. Mystic Maya tried desperately to defend herself and stole the weapon. It was only in self-defense. You can't blame her for it.
What? So you're implicating her and defending her? I don't understand this.
So it was in self-defense?
Yes, Mystic Elise was the one who attacked her first. That's why I tried my best to protect Mystic Maya.
You moved the victim's body to the temple so that Maya wouldn't be suspected. Isn't that right? Not bad. You've got the instincts of a true criminal.
Something's not quite right. Well, yeah, you can say that again. I'm sure it was established yesterday that Iris never went to the inner temple that night. And that the person who did go, was that woman. Iris even admitted it.
Now then, Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination.
God, where do we even begin? Okay. Sister Iris, your testimony has changed quite a bit since yesterday. You stated yesterday that on the night of the murder, you didn't go to the inner temple.
Objection!
Okay, what now?
Did she now? Did she now? Too bad for you. What she said yesterday doesn't mean much today. By the way, where were you when she claimed that she didn't go?
I was in the inner temple's training hall. Yeah, and I wasn't in court, okay.
A private conversation between the two of you does not constitute testimony. That would be properly described as hearsay. What do you have to say, witness?
I just couldn't tell him the truth at that time. Mystic Maya, she's your girlfriend, isn't she?
No. Okay. Well, this is not the time and place for that conversation.
I didn't want to be the one to break it to you that I saw her commit murder.
But I'm literally the attorney. What the hell? Oh my god, okay.
There. We can all understand how difficult this is for you. Now then, let's continue with this testimony.
Jesus.
What'd you witness in the temple garden?
Well, Your Honor,
Strike Mystic Maya with her staff. Okay, this doesn't make any sense to me. Like, at first I was like, well, she wouldn't strike her at all because that's her daughter, right? But I guess the court doesn't know that? But striking her with her staff feels strange because her staff is a weapon. If you're gonna mention the staff, why wouldn't you mention the sword? I don't know. Okay, it's either this statement or this statement. I think I'll press both and see what happens. You're saying that the victim attacked Maya. I mean, Miss Faye.
yes, it was a truly frightening scene. Mystic Maya was struck hard on the head and looked like she was going to collapse.
What were you doing at the time? Why didn't you stop them from fighting?
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wright. I was frightened. I couldn't move. I couldn't even speak. I was in such shock.
That's perfectly understandable, my dear.
This doesn't sound right. I don't believe this testimony for a minute.
What happened after that?
Okay, so maybe it's the next statement. Because yeah, we can't use their family relation if the court doesn't know it yet. That's where my mind is at. But like, if she supposedly used her staff, you can't even talk about using the staff as a weapon without mentioning the sword. Because if she was going to use the staff, she would have pulled the sword out of it. She wouldn't have just used the staff like a club. I don't believe that. She moved in to deliver a fatal strike.
Yes, I'm sure of it. She threw down her staff and
What?
reached into her robe for a weapon.
No, that's bullshit, see? Wait a minute, what was this weapon?
It was some kind of dagger.
No, I don't believe that either. Why would she need a dagger if she already has a sword? And Elise Stoneham tried to stab her with this weapon? To kill Miss Faye?
Yes, exactly.
Huh. Now, you look like I did after I mistakenly took a swig of Worcestershire sauce. Okay, I would like to see that, actually. I would like to see you get knocked down a peg just a little bit, okay? Sorry, not the time. This is serious.
Do you have a problem with the testimony that we're hearing from your client, lawyer boy?
Do I have a problem? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Bitch. Your Honor, I have a small problem with the witness's testimony.
You do? But this witness is your own client.
Yes, well, nevertheless.
That's fine. Witness, let's add your last statement to the testimony.
Yes, sir.
Hey, just a moment. It's my job to say that. Listen, Gramps, I won't say it again. Final judgment will be rendered by me.
Again, not how this shit works. Are you sure that you are fit to be in court? You don't understand your own place here, okay? That's not the order of things.
Okay, now, let's continue.
Yeah, this is some bullshit. I think we have to present the staff. Because why would she do that if she has a sword in the staff? Come on. Sister Iris, there's something strange about your version of events.
Huh?
Miss Stoneham throwing her staff away makes no sense to me at all.
But all you can do with the staff is hit someone.
Naturally, you wouldn't know this, Sister Iris, but the victim's staff had a special feature about it. As you can see, It's a sword.
Oh,
If Elise Donham really had wanted to kill Maya Fey, she wouldn't have needed to use a separate dagger. Not when she already had a beautiful blade in her hands already. Well, Sister Iris, what do you have to say? See, I don't like her looking angry there.
That is an impressive bit of investigating, Wright. I never would have thought there was a sword hidden in that staff. Huh. But even so, how should I put this? A long sword is unwieldy and thus quite ineffective in close quarters combat. Maybe that's why she chose the dagger over the blade.
Well...
Anyway, the type of weapon she chose to use isn't what's important. The important thing is that she tried to kill Maya Fey.
Oh, wait a minute. So this is where we use this, don't we? We need to tell everyone that they're related. That's gotta be it. As long as there's nothing strange about that, there's no problem with her testimony. There is something strange about that. Oh my god. Yes, okay. Okay, me and Phoenix are on the same page. That's a good sign here.
Well, Mr. Wright, the prosecution has a point.
Very well, Your Honor. The defense will now present evidence to back its argument.
Mr. Wright,
I have here another piece of evidence that shows that this testimony can't be trusted. Because she would never attempt to take the life of Maya Fey. I mean, she's gotta be in here, right? Maya's mother. Yeah. What else do we have to say, right? Elise Donham would never attack Maya Fey.
how can you be so sure?
Because the victim's real name was not Elise Donham. Her real name was Misty Fey.
Fey?
Oh, no, not Misty Fey.
Who is this Misty Fey? Is she related to?
Misty Fey is the master of the Karine channeling technique. She's also the mother of Maya Fey.
Are you serious?
Is it really true? Mr. Wright, was Elise Donham actually the great mystic Misty?
There's no doubt about it. It looks like Iris had no idea.
I can hardly believe it.
The idea that she would try to kill her only daughter, one she hasn't seen in 17 years. Perhaps the prosecution can offer some explanation for why she would do such a thing.
Ugh. Order! Order in the court! Upon first hearing the witness's testimony, it seemed natural enough. However, in the light of some facts that had just been presented. One, that the victim supposedly threw away a sword during a fight, and two, that the two people battling to the death were mother and daughter, despite the facts being believable when taken on their own. When taken together, the entire story seems difficult to believe.
Listen, there's nothing in this world that is impossible. Except for one little thing.
Yes, what is this one little impossible thing?
Huh, you still don't get it. You think maybe my beans are under-roasted, but you have no idea, Gramps. Can you just get on with it? Can you say anything like a normal person? Could you get to your point?
I heard this witness's confession this morning. Just as I had taken the first sip of my 8th cup of morning coffee.
Hey man, that's not the flex you think it is.
You're going to ruin your health, my friend. Anyway, after hearing this woman's confession, I had a detective who loves to investigate sent to the scene of the crime. And he discovered this little beauty.
What?
Is that the dagger the witness testified to seeing?
No way.
Obviously, Your Honor. But do you not notice something else? Now that you mention it, if you look closely, there appears to be blood on it.
Where did you find that? I didn't see that when I investigated the crime scene.
Did you investigate the pine tree at the crime scene?
I guess not. What? The pine tree?
The dagger was stuck in the backside of this pine tree when the last blow was struck, ending the violent battle between the two women. This little baby was thrown in the direction of the back of the pine tree. Which means the blood on the dagger belongs to the victim, correct?
I mean, have we confirmed that? Did they do any testing? Come on.
Huh. Were you even listening, old man? I first heard this confession this morning. Just as I had taken the first sip of my 13th cup of morning coffee.
Yeah, you're just fucking lying now. Yeah, okay.
I didn't have enough time to get the blood analyzed on such short notice.
Okay, then it could be anyone's blood. This proves nothing. What?
In any case, the court will accept the dagger as evidence. Furthermore, I order that a blood test be performed on it immediately.
Okay, at least there's that.
This is my sweetheart. Make sure you treat her right.
You're disgusting.
Bailiff, get this piece of evidence at the crime scene for testing immediately.
Okay, so we'll have to wait on those results then. Not sure what we can do with it now.
Now then, the testimony we've just heard had numerous unbelievable aspects to it. However, after having found the very dagger the witness spoke of, I believe we can consider her testimony to be credible.
Cute girls never lie. Ever. Well, clearly you haven't done your homework on on any of the cases we've been talking about.
In any case, witness, if you could please testify again to the court.
About what, Your Honor?
About the incident you saw. The battle between the two women.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh yeah, this ought to be good. Okay, well, as much as I want to hear this, I think we're going to stop for now and save all this for the next episode. This is already proving to be wild, and I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am, even with all the chaos. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.